Shirley Jones here. We're at the DVD signing of Hollywood Singing and Dancing, a Musical History. And I kind of did a little history on you. And you started out as a singer, as a trained singer.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I was actually an opera singer. And my singing teacher in Pittsburgh wanted me to go into opera. I sang an aria when I won the title of Miss Pittsburgh. But I thought, nah, I want to go into musical comedy. Mainly, I wanted to become a veterinarian, and that was my plan, but it never happened, you know.
And then you did Rodgers and Hammerstein Carousel in Oklahoma, so that involved a lot of singing.
Yes, Oklahoma was my first film. I was in the stage production of South Pacific for the last 6 months of the Broadway show as one of the nurses. Then I did the movie of Oklahoma for Rodgers and Hammerstein, playing the lead role, Laurie, and then Carousel, then The Music Man.
And then you kind of switched gears and you did Elmer Gantry.
Which was a wonderful way to go because they stopped making musical motion pictures and, because the European market didn't seem to be very receptive. And if I hadn't done Elmer Gantry, I would not have had the longevity I've had in my career. So
because you received an Academy Award. I mean, that's so amazing.
Yes, I did. And went on to do 23, 25 more motion pictures. So.
Wow. And then I know I kind of came in at the Partridge Family. I mean, that was about my age group. And so now actually you were an actress as well as a mom for, Sean and David, and they're in the business, and Patrick. And what's that like?
Well, I was one of the reasons I decided to do the Partridge Family, because at that time the managers and agents said, don't do a television series because if it is successful, you'll be that character for the rest of your life. And I am Mrs. Partridge. But it was wonderful for me because it gave me a chance to stay home and raise my kids. And that was really most important at the time because they were school age. And I'd had them all over the world on movie locations, because they rarely shot in Hollywood at that time. They'd go off to Europe or go off to Canada. And so it gave me a chance to raise my kids, which are the most important things in my life, so.
Any advice you can give to moms who have children in the business to make them successful, or things? I know a lot of stage moms do a lot of things that makes children unsuccessful.
Well, naturally, I didn't want them to go into the business. I was one of those moms that says, no, you're not doing that. You're going to college. Well, that's all you have to say to a kid is you're going to go to college. Then they go the other direction, as you well know. Well, they all went into show business, but fortunately, they're all relatively successful, and they have been, all in different, Ryan, my youngest son, is an art director, set decorator. Patrick is mostly stage. He's done, 7 Broadway shows playing the lead. He's done 2 or 3 television series. And of course, Sean was a rock star, and now he's a very successful producer, writer. He's written 4 pilots this year that have been accepted. And he's doing very well.
And, you seem like such a great mom. I mean, the mom on the Partridge Family. But if your kids could describe you, how would they describe you as a mom?
Well, I think that they would say that I was a pretty good mom. My oldest, Sean, who said, well, she wasn't around enough, I don't think. But still and all, when she was there, it was the quality of the time, not the quantity, right? He was that. Yeah, he was the oldest. So he's the more sort of dictatorial in the family. But no, we have a great relationship, all of us. I mean, the 3 brothers have a wonderful relationship, and David's a stepbrother, so there's 4 of them. And matter of fact, Sean wrote a pilot for David and Patrick this year, and ABC is doing it. And his daughter is graduated UCLA, and she's a makeup artist. She's doing the makeup. And my youngest son, Ryan,
all in the family.
Art director. It's all in the family. And if it sells, the pilot's already sold. But if it sells and becomes a big series, Grandma will make her entrance too. So.
That's right. Now you were actually named for Shirley Temple, right? And it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy because she sang, she danced, she acted. Did your parents have any idea that you would do that?
Well, I was born singing. I was singing when I was 6 years old. I was the youngest member of the church choir at age 6, and I never was able to read music, but I had a natural ear. It was a gift, definitely a gift, and so that was just a part of my life, and it still is. I'm still doing concerts all over the world, and. Matter of fact, I'm leaving tomorrow to go and do Carousel with my son Patrick up in Oklahoma City. I'm playing the other character. I'm playing Cousin Nettie, the older lady, and he's playing Billy Bigelow. on the stage.
Well, history repeats itself, doesn't it? Well, that's amazing. Well, Shirley, you just glow. You're just beautiful. You're just exciting. You're just like everybody's dream girl. So I just want to thank you for being such a sweetheart, and thank you for taking the time for this interview. You take care.